Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. Today guys, of course, I'm here to check out the newest episode of The Flash Season 8. This is The Flash Season 8, Episode 19, titled Negative Part 1. The penultimate episode before the finale, of course, next week, which is Negative Part 2. This is Negative Part 1, of course. Last week's episode, which was The Man in the Yellow Tie, great episode title, by the way, had so many things revealed. I'm going to try my best to cover all of it in this intro here, but I'll probably forget something because they literally covered, I think, like 5 or so, maybe even 6 different storylines in that one episode. It was kind of crazy. But we had Matt Letcher return as Thawne, but not exactly Thawne. He was Thawne, but he wasn't Reverse Flash Thawne. And he created the machine. Ultimately, he becomes Reverse Flash later in the timeline, but then he falls in love with Mina, who, of course, is fast track, right? Correct. It's been a long day, and it's burning up in this house. Continuing, so we see her become Negative Flash because she basically tapped into the negative Speed Force, and then on top of all that going on, we also have Wells' Thawne get basically having this meeting with Diggle, who has the ring. He disowns it and throws it away. It disappears. And then at the end of the episode, in the after credit sequence, we have Dion telling Wells' Thawne that your destiny has come, or something to the effect, like you have to fulfill your destiny, something to that effect. Don't know what the hell's going on there. And then on top of that, we also had one sequence where Marcus, and this ain't Marcus, I think, anyways, Chillblaine randomly calling up on video call, like a Zoom call, to Caitlin, saying that I just need you because we're going to create Frost with this machine that I somehow know I can make. No idea. So yeah, so a lot of things happen. I think there was a couple of things that happened as well, but oh yeah, we had the whole thing with Cecile as well. It's like there's so much stuff that happened. It was just overwhelming at times, but I really enjoyed the episode, and I can't wait to see what they do here with these last 2 episodes. Here we go, guys. Negative Part 1. Please be good. Let's go. 2049. Okay.
Prepare to die, Clamulon scum. That's my ship. That's my global.
That was quick. She's like, yeah. Oh, he's pretending to be tired. Let's see.
Pulling an all-nighter studying for.
That's where she's been this whole time? In the future?
Morris in my office with Taylor, then I got lost in the time stream.
Oh, okay.
Talk to your dad about what happened.
Yeah.
Says, what are we supposed to do? We don't even know what this time sickness stuff is.
So Dion is the true villain?
I know this is a big step.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mina, your heart rate's in the red. You need to
Oh.
slow down.
Speed healing doesn't make you invincible.
Don't you think I know
Yeah.
that? I'm a disaster.
You're not a disaster. Oh, wow. You're not a disaster.
I'm not ready for this.
No one's really ready for this, just to be
Pushing
honest.
yourself so hard.
I don't have what it takes.
I think you do.
What?
Yeah. It's more than just the
Someone
powers.
built that machine,
Of course.
Holy
Of course.
Be surprised at people's capacity to rise up.
Exactly.
Help others during a crisis.
Crisis.
I'll give it a shot.
You should. You're fast track. You're a hero.
Fast track.
Mm-hmm. Already got it. There you go. Back to this. Okay. I mean, we don't have to tell us where we already know, but anyways.
Fulfill my destiny. Oh, you'll get everything that you deserve, Thawne.
Oh, deserve? Wait.
There's just a major energy surge in you.
What kind of energy?
The one that killed Wells' Thawne?
What you find when you get there?
Find anything, boss?
Yeah, dead body. Yeah, dead.
He's dead. He could turn up at any moment.
That's the worst part. He could.
Babe, you don't have to worry about me. Guess what? I don't
Where's this
just
going?
throw emotions in and out.
I just wish I knew how all this happened.
I'd like to know, too, because it came out of nowhere.
I was tailing her.
That's who that was at the end of the last episode. I'm like, who was that?
So that's what's causing my life to be a nightmare. I'm afraid so.
Hey.
Tachyon.
It's the only way.
Agreed.
What?
But someone needs to stay here to keep Mom safe.
What?
Speed Force.
I need to keep training.
Why?
You don't need to.
So you can kill yourself?
It's okay to calm down. What?
You need to get the hell out of my building. Before I make you. Back off or what?
They're not gonna back off.
You have no idea who you're up against.
And we're here to kill you, Thawne.
Only Thawne.
So you can fulfill your purpose.
What purpose?
Hold on.
too easy.
He's coming.
Barry. Oh shit. So they're all infected. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You see, there's only room for one set of forces in the universe.
Okay, so you're taking out Speed.
And we're tired of sharing our turf.
What does it have to do with me?
You're not the Avatar.
Huh?
Just being here.
Okay, so oh boy. Okay, what's gonna happen here? This is not gonna end well. This is not good. What the hell?
Somehow bring back the negative Speed Force Avatar.
How?
If they're tired.
What happens if the bad forces end up being the only ones left?
Not good.
So we know could cease to exist.
Ooh.
My telepathy's gone.
So she can absorb powers. Just like Kramer can absorb meta abilities. Hear what?
All of them, everyone. I can
Oh.
hear the entire city. You're becoming one of the most powerful metas this city has ever seen.
How do you know that?
The planet, for that matter. I don't know if she'll survive another temporal attack.
There's got to be something we can do.
So Iris could potentially die. She's not going to, but
Pray that
You have been pushing yourself beyond your limits all
yes.
day.
Well, at this point, it feels like you have to.
This was always supposed to be you.
Yeah. But you don't even know what was supposed to happen.
How did I get so lucky?
I mean, you're lucky now. I feel like something bad's gonna happen to this Dawn.
I'm gonna teach Mina how to share her powers.
With you,
Turn you
Dawn.
into a speedster.
What? This is a bad plan. This is a bad plan. I'm just saying.
Okay, this is.
Give him a ring?
What is this, the B team? You gotta be kidding me.
Exactly.
The important part of yourself to another by letting them in.
I think it's interesting that they're attempting this, but I just think it's gonna end horribly. Oh!
You're not this strong.
She's not, like, oh! Oh, it's happening. It's happening.
You're bad at this.
You're bad at this. Of course she can break that shield apart.
Good thing I brought backup.
Oh my god, he's in the reverse flash, dude. Okay. Oh, shit. Still hit him.
Time is changing.
Whatever's happening.
Time is changing. What?
Connected to her time
What?
sickness.
They just keep circling him.
To give in.
What? What?
It's the only way to see what's really happening. Iris, wait. The sacrifice isn't done.
Who's the sacrifice?
It never was.
Who is it? Holy fuck, he's running fast. And he's gonna stop it. Wait. No! Oh! Oh! What? What the fuck just happened? I'm so... What the fuck is going on? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, of course. What the fuck's going on?
Thanks for the resurrection.
He just ripped his fucking face off. Jesus. He just ripped his fucking face off. I don't even know where to begin. Because I tweeted that I wasn't really liking this episode because there was some stuff going on, but I was like, it's okay, it's solid at times, but I did not expect this episode to have that amount of shit happening at the end there and just compounding on the insanity. Someone even tweeted, I think something crazy is going to happen at the end. Whoever that was, you were so right because... Wow. Okay. Let's just get to the thing everyone's going to be talking about. I don't think Iris is actually dead. Hear me out. This show has been notorious for faking deaths or, in a sense, retconning certain major events. Of course, we've already had the Iris death scare with Savitar in season 3. I think there may have been another time. But anyways, the setup and the buildup of this whole time sickness and everything it's insane that literally Iris this whole time was the sacrifice that was being discussed, and they've been setting it up for quite a bit. Dion, I think, knew at this moment this was going to occur. I don't think she's actually dead, though. Can you imagine they fucking kept this permanent? It wouldn't make sense, though, because Bart and Nora are not born yet in the present day. So she can't be dead. So we know this is not going to stick. Wow. Okay. And then we had something that was really, I think, over the top. Like, I was quite shocked they actually showed this, because I was like, the fuck's happening to Earbart? Matt Letcher, right? I honestly thought that his face was just going to morph into Wells after I saw what happened. That's what I thought was occurring. I'm like, maybe he's turning Wells, or maybe he's just turning evil, because you see the red in his lightning, but then he starts pulling at his skin, and you see like what looks like the cowl. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then he rips off his face, and it's Tom Cavanaugh. Okay. And then that's, of course, how they end. And Mina, of course, is losing her fucking mind. Like, she has no idea what just happened. Her whole life has just been upended. Right then and there. Right there. Wow. But we got to see Matt Letcher in the original Reverse Flash suit. Because when Wells, at the very end there, he had the new suit. Which people are kind of torn on. Because the original Reverse Flash suit, as we just saw with Thawne, Matt Letcher's version wearing, was so cool. I honestly thought that plan was not going to work, or it was going to be turning out badly. The whole idea of transferring Speed over to him, I'm like, this is not going to be good, because, see, he is Reverse Flash, but see, he doesn't have all his memories. I'm thinking something's going to spark, something's going to happen, that he is going to go Reverse Flash. No, actually, it still happens. It's just not the way that I thought. I thought this whole plan's not going to work. But it actually did. It was interesting to see that, because seeing Barry, Mina, and Matt Letcher's Thawne working together using the Speed Force was interesting for sure. To my tweet that I had said earlier about, because this before all this craziness happened at the end, I think the reason why I wasn't overly excited and losing my mind and going, holy shit, this fucking episode's great, you know, like, because there's a lot of stuff happening here, so it's like, I think the reason why is because I'm not the biggest fan of the forces, like the Sage Force, the Still Force, and the Strength Force. I'm not the biggest fan of these characters, and I know they're villains now, but they already kind of did that kind of with the Force, the Forces arc that we had. Was it season 7? I think, yeah. Anyways, we already had kind of like this, and the reason why there's no Speed Force is because the fact that Barry's decision in Armageddon kind of hurt the negative Speed Force in terms of negative Speed Force Nora, so she's not involved in this. But I've never really been a big fan of these forces. Like, I really didn't like that arc that they had, and like, it's interesting too, they made a choice. The Strength Force, as I kept trying to say it, it just wasn't coming out correctly, that she wasn't turning into the gigantic, version of herself. Like, she wasn't, like, she was just getting strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't turning into the giant CGI version of herself when she became, it's hard to explain, but you get my point. You know what I'm talking about. They didn't do that in this episode. They made a decision not to do it. That's interesting. But I'm not really been a big fan of these forces, so to have them kind of being the main villains towards the end here, even though it's also involving Reverse Flash, I've just not really been a big fan of them, so that's probably why it's just not really clicking too much. But I think that move where Iris is actually the person to be sacrificed, of course, we already saw where Wells' Thawne on Lian Yu was completely obliterated, but it was all planned. Dion's been planning it out for quite some time. Negative, Still Force Dion. So yeah, there's that. There's a B plot to this episode that I really felt was kind of bringing the quality of the episode down, in my opinion. I shouldn't even sugarcoat this, because I'm here to give my honest opinion. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. The Cecile stuff, didn't really need it. Not really for me. I feel like this idea of her becoming what is her name? Top. Anyways, when she randomly shows up, and then later on in the prison, she's like, "You're becoming one of the most powerful men in the city, maybe even the whole world. You're becoming one of the most powerful." Okay, like, it was good for her to hold off the forces for the time being to help Mina, so that Barry had time to help Mina transfer some Speed Force over to, Thawne. But I just feel like this just came out of nowhere. This whole thing of where Cecile is just getting stronger now with her abilities, and she's basically kind of like Kramer now, because Kramer could take any sort of meta abilities that are nearby. She can just use them and shit. We saw that happen a couple times, and then here she's able to kind of take any sort of psychic ability and kind of use it. I don't know. And then they use the word. Can't even talk today. It's so fucking hot in this house. It was a hot day today. It's burning up, and I want the fan on, but I have it off for the audio. Anyways, but I lost my train of thought. there. I was just talking, and I don't know what I was saying. I remember what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say was they kept using the phrase, level up. They said it several times in this episode. And I just try to bypass it because it's an ongoing joke at this point for me on the Endless Multiverse show that I do every Friday. But, like, I honestly can't stand the fact they kept saying it over and over and over. And they stopped for a while, and then all of a sudden they're bringing it back up a ton. Like, overall, like, the ending of this episode definitely was bonkers as hell, but I think the majority of the episode was okay, solid-ish, I'm really excited for the finale. I feel like the finale, based off the promo, looked great. I really hope it sticks the landing, because I feel like Season 8 has had some overall decent stuff. I feel like the season isn't, over the top, crazy, insane, awesome, but I don't feel like it's terrible and shit. So I'm hopeful that Season 8 will stick the landing with this final episode. I mean, this episode wasn't terrible. I just felt like there's certain things they could have done differently or done entirely just different. I like how we had some Nora and Bart in this episode, and we even had Jay, his wife, in this episode. That was interesting to see that, to her to pop up, but to have Nora and Bart there, and then that's where Iris was sent to 2049, and she couldn't go back because of the time sickness, so that was interesting. I just keep thinking back on all the things kind of leading up to the moment of Dion using Iris to sacrifice. Craziness. Anyways, so that's the video, guys. I don't know what else really to say. I'm really just trying to get to the point here because I want to turn this fan on because I'm dying over here. It's burning the fuck up in this house. Anyways, what do you think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Are you guys excited for next week's episode? What was your favorite moment of this episode? What do you think of Iris's death? I think it's not real death. I think it's something going on. And what do you think of Thawne taking back the body, of course, of Wells? Or Thawne taking back the Wells. Wells taking back, well, it's still Thawne, but taking the form of Wells. You get my point. I'm all over the place. It's been a long day. I'm running on barely any sleep, so I'm going to go now. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And hopefully I'll get some sleep and be in a better place tomorrow for the promo video that I'll do, covering the promo and everything and discussing it. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.